Well, the dumpster is here. I brought it bright and early already. I'm going to back in here because I'm going to take some of these boards right there. I'm going to take some of them apart. And then Dad, I'm going to help Dad today pull some wire through some conduit. So I'll help him do that when he gets out here. I don't even see his mule right now, so he must be moving around, must be riding around. Oh yeah, the gate's open. He must be in the back right now. All right, so I'm going to take some of this. Let me get back in here. I thought I had seen a tripod out here yesterday. Somewhere I could hang my phone up, but I'm not seeing it. Probably took it to somewhere else where he was working. I think we all got I've got a tripod in the house. I got a tripod on the back porch. I don't see one now. All right, I'm just going to set my phone up and take some of these out. He's just put them in with regular drywall screws, so it should be fairly easy to just pop them right off. And I could probably even take some of these studs, depending on how he's got them connected. I'm going to get going on that real quick. All right, there. See this whole frame, these 2x4s like this, and then the laths laying like that. Okay. Well, so that was like a rafter. These are rafters, and those were laths. There's that other piece right here. It's completely apart right here in my truck. I'm going to throw these little pieces of junk stuff, this little, I don't know, it was something, part of the roof system at some point, but it was cut into chunks. Kind of like these over here. They're just like almost too short to do anything. I may even take these short ones because you never know when you need a little gate or trim around a window or something. But I was just telling Dad, these boards, now there's some screws in them and I don't have to get these out, but these boards are over 6 foot long. This is over all of these 4, but this is a wall already. So if I was looking at it like this, this is a chicken coop wall. These 4 boards, these are chicken coop laths or rafters. These are going to be rafters. It doesn't matter. My chicken coop is going to be something like a 6x6 and maybe even an 8x8. If it's an 8x8, these could only do maybe some bracing and stuff. But if it's a 6x6, this will build the 6x6 coop. So, and then I've got one long 2x6 right there, which would be my one of my floor joists. So anyway, I'm going to get as much as I can before it's just all trashed completely. And there's a big old section in the back. Let me show y'all that. Now, I'm not going to do it all. I'm telling you right now, I'm feeling kind of sick to my stomach because it's almost 1 and I haven't eaten since this morning. I had a croissant at 6:20 this morning. So I'm drinking tea and I've taken my morning vitamins and stuff. And all of a sudden I felt sick to my stomach. But look at this. This was that whole thing, just right off. So, depending on how hard it is, these have been cut loose already. So once I take these screws out of these laths and take this screw out on this side, and then there's going to be one on the other side, this falls free. I can get as many of these 2x4s as this one right now I can probably pull off. I'm going to get as much of it as I can. Sir? Okay, well I'm just videoing right now. Huh? I'm doing a video right now. I look good? Yeah, I don't, what is that Steve Martin dance? Yeah. No, that was the King Tut, but what was that up? Where he did like this. We used to love Steve Martin. Well, we still love Steve Martin. I watched, just the other day, I watched that show called, what is it called, House Sitter? With Goldie Hawn. Oh my gosh. I love her too. Anyway, all right, I'm going to get a little bit more done. I may run into Mom's and find something to eat. Just some kind of a snack real fast so I don't get any more, feeling more queasy. All right, I'll see you in a minute.
This is like beast mom mode, okay? Because this was to save
In the rocks.
cash. And I did save cash. You don't got to cut one on him.
Well, that's awesome. That one probably is to me, this one's gonna hurt worse than anything else.
Or right here on my knee. Every time I bend my knee and it opens.
Starts to heal and it's gonna open.
But I'm gonna do something that those boys couldn't do, and I'm gonna go douse it in alcohol now.
Yeah, go do that. Douse it in alcohol, then put some of that horse wound medicine on it.
Oh yeah, I have some of that in the house.
I've been using some. I have some too. I forgot to give you. It's in my dressing room because I use it for some random things.
Yeah. Wherever you need.
I know. I gotta sit for a second. Oh my gosh. It's hot. All right, looky here. I got it all gone. Still have this piece. Dad! I hear him in there saying something about this one's hot.
Who are you yelling at?
Daddy!
You scared me.
Sorry! Daddy, what is hot? What are you talking about? This one's hot. I heard you say it, Dad. You touched something that was hot.
I said, I'm working in here about some hot electricity. I just cut it off.
You didn't cut it off.
I did cut it off.
So what's hot?
The wire coming in.
Still on.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
I'm fixing to go cut it off to the breaker box, and I'll come back and take it down. I don't need your advice, Kim.
Well, I heard you say that's hot, so I'm thinking, well, he done touched something, shocked him.
Yeah.
It zapped him. Probably in there shaking. Damn. He's so dangerous. Look at me. Something, I don't know. Something got me when I was mowing right here. And it's swollen. So it makes me in the morning feel like my eyes like almost swelled shut. But then after a little while it goes down. I don't know what that is. This eye hardly don't have no makeup on it because I keep wiping on my shirt like a boy. But I'm hot. I'm working on that back wall now. I've got a lot of material. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the back of that truck. And all I can think of is I'm going to have to unload that before I head back to Humble to get Dissa or go in the other car. Which I'll probably go in the other car because I don't want to unload this right now. But I'm still working. When somebody called, I'm going to check and see what my messages are because it may have been them saying she was ready. Because I told y'all this morning, sometimes they call you early and tell you your pet's ready to be picked up. But I still haven't helped him pull. And I don't want to be pulling on any wire in the conduit and pulling on stuff when he shocks me. Just make sure it's all off before you tell me to grab an end and pull. He's pointing at me with this screwdriver. Leave him alone. All right.
I was doing this when you was three-cornered panties.
With what?
You said three-cornered panties?
What is three-cornered panties?
No.
Oh. Well, how often back then when I was in three-cornered panties did you grab something and say, oh, that's still hot? I'll see y'all a little bit. All right, I'm tired now. I just told Dad I can't do no more. I'm tired of bending over and standing back. Bend over, stand back. Can't do it. So, there's a 2x4 right there. I'm going to grab it and put it in the truck. And then I'm going to go over there and help him pull the conduit and the wire wherever we're pulling it to. Whew. Then I'm going home to relax until I have to go get Dissa. I'll see y'all in a bit. We got that conduit pulled. We got the wire pulled through the conduit. But we had to pull it out of the ground. He had already buried the conduit. And I said, Dad, we can't do it with it buried. It just wasn't room to work. You're working right along the ground trying to push the wire through it. It just wasn't happening. So we pulled it up. And every joint that he had hooked together, they weren't glued together. They were just, he had electrical tape around them. So we just pulled those joints apart. That way they were shorter sections of conduit that we were pushing through the wire. It made it way easier. So he ought to have just Ben dig that little trench out again. Well, he did have a trench already, but it just was too hard. I think one of the problems was it come from the pole, but it went around that slab, so it kind of elbowed. I don't know. It was just easier breaking that conduit apart and pushing it through. I got a lot done. Well, I mean, on that one section. I'm gonna go home and have a sandwich. You need to have something to eat too.
What?
Lunch.
Yeah,
Some kind of food.
I'm gonna go ahead and eat something. I bake tuna fish, but Mama eat it if I do it.
I know. I eat tuna.
Got tuna fish.
I like tuna too. All right. Levi, stop that. I'm leaving Mom and Dad's. It is 8:30. We got back with Dissa. I had to go in the SUV because the truck is full of all that lumber. We got back and I took her in the house and let her out of the kennel. And then we got in this truck, me and Levi, and come down here. And I didn't load anything tonight. Daniel was working with his tractor pulling up that floor of that side room that Daddy had already taken all the walls down, but the floor was still there. I think I have everything I need to build the new chicken coop. Maybe. So that's kind of exciting. Didn't have to buy any lumber. All right. And then he says some of this metal, my tailgate's down, so my thing is telling me I'm fixing to run over something, and there's nothing there. It's just my tailgate down. Anyway, I'm gonna come back in the morning. Somebody's coming up the driveway. I'm gonna come back in the morning and start taking apart the floor, because there was a couple of pieces of plywood that came off the floor just in its plywood state, nothing hooked to it. But there's also a couple of pieces with flooring, with boards, 2x4s and stuff still. This must be their groceries, maybe? I don't know. I don't know, that little car must be a delivery of some sort. I don't know, he's just gonna stop there. I don't know who that is. I'm not stopping to talk. Anyway, so yeah, right out here, off over here into the side over here, is a whole bunch of, it's still, some pieces of plywood still hooked to the floor joists and stuff like that, so I'll have to take it apart. So I told Dad I'll be back tomorrow to do that, and then we will also see about getting some of that metal off the wall. That's like Daniel said, the more metal we get off, the easier it will be to get everything in that dumpster, because you have metal, then stuff starts bending, and then it starts taking up space because it's all bent and won't lay flat. So we'll do that, try to do some of that tomorrow too. All right, I love you guys. God bless y'all. Levi, I want to tell everybody good night.
Good night.
Tell them what you got to eat when you get home. Hearts. Yeah, we got hearts. So we'll eat dinner. I don't like to eat at 8:30. That's not. But you know what? When I went to get Dissa, I left the house at 5 because they close at 6. And I was telling y'all earlier in this video, you'll hear me say sometimes they call. They never called me today to come, like, you can come get her. She never called. So at 5 o'clock I left. I would think the traffic coming from Houston, I didn't have to go to Houston, but I'm going not that direction to go get her. I would think the traffic coming from here, it was horrible getting to Humble. It is with 99 in our area now, it's the highway, the interstate or toll road or whatever it's called, 99, it cuts out so much. And we can be to Humble from my house to Humble. We can be to Humble in 25 minutes. So when you leave the house at 5 and the place closes at 6 and it's only 25 to 30 minutes max away from you, there's a problem when you have to call them at 5 minutes till 6 and say, I'm running late. Please don't close up and leave my cat in there. It was horrible. I've never seen so much traffic, just random, like in the afternoon like that, going. Not coming, but going. It was horrible. Anyway, so needless to say, I dropped her off, and then we come down here because I didn't know what I was going to help do. And really wasn't a whole lot to have to do. He was on the tractor mostly. Picked up a few things and stacked it off to the side. But other than that, we're done and we're home. And now we're going to eat at 8:30, which I hate it, but I'm going to do it. But at least it's chicken and delicious gizzards. All right, love you guys. Saying it again. We'll see you later. God bless y'all. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.